Well, hello, all of our crafty friends. It's Kiona, the craft therapist, with my friend TR from TR's Place.
Hi.
So, we wanted you guys to come along with us because we're doing something really, really fun this month. And I hope that you guys are as excited as we are. So, what are we doing, TR?
So Kionna has asked me to collaborate with her to make a masculine multimedia card, and we've done that, and we hope that you enjoy it. I know Kionna's is a Father's Day card, which has already been given, and she has no idea what mine is.
And I have no idea what hers is. So this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to watch both videos. If you look in the description box, we will make sure that you have the links to both of our channels. And we would love for you to leave us a comment of encouragement on both channels, because there might just be a little surprise for you if you do that within the next 7 days. So this video is going to go up on Thursday, August the 5th. So we will say by Thursday, August the 12th. Everyone should have an opportunity to go over and comment on both of our videos with a comment of encouragement. And I will be back with a little bit of a surprise. How's that sound?
Nice. That sounds good.
All right, guys. So let's get crafting. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and we are going to look forward to chatting with you guys in the comment section. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so let's get started. Let me say first that the first half of this is going to go by pretty quickly because there's a lot of inking and distressing of the paper. So enjoy. I'll be using distress oxides a lot in colors Wild Honey, Vintage Photo, and Frayed Burlap. And later I'll be bringing in Stampin' Up! Ink in the color Fresh Fig, just to show you you can use different inks. You know, they don't have to all be distress oxides or dye-based inks. You can mix and match. It's called mixed media. So, and I'll also be using my favorite stencil, some washi tape, a dry embossing folder along with heat embossing, so I can show you a few different techniques along the way here. I also use a Ranger texture paste in transparent matte, a Xyron sticker maker, and then the glues I'm using today are Glossy Accent and an ATG gun, as well as art glitter glue. Up until now, I've just been doing a lot of ink smushing, getting a lot of color down on the white paper. So when you see the final card, you'll see that it's not white at all. So it all started from this white paper. I grab a stencil so that I can get some ink on some specific spots. I'm grabbing a water bottle so I can spray the back of the stencil and not waste all that ink that I just put on there. So it just leaves a cool texture. I was hoping that it would leave a little more circular distinction, but it doesn't. That's okay. I grab the heat tool and dry it, make sure it's dry before I put on this next layer of yellow. Again, spraying the back of it, not wasting the extra yellow ink. When you dry distress oxide inks in between, the next layer of oxide ink can sit on top of the previous color. If you try to do this with just regular distress inks, it reactivates it and it makes it muddy if the colors are not compatible. I'm really liking this, but the white space is a little too much for me, so I want to really make sure it's dry. So I hit it with the heat tool and I swatch out some of the same colors that I've already been using so that I can spray them and swipe the whole paper through it, trying to get better coverage over that white space. It's still not covering it quite like I want it to, so I'm going to grab some different ink, the Fig that I mentioned earlier by Stampin' Up, and I'm going to try to smush it and use my stencil and and a stamp and some clear heat embossing powder. Just enjoy the next minute or so of the process. Now we're getting somewhere. I have no idea what those words mean, but I do like these stamps. They're just very artsy and they're just fun. I'm liking how distressed the background looks, and I'm ready to put on some bling, and so I grabbed that mica powder spray, break out my little box that I use. If you're going to use any kind of sprays, I highly suggest you get a box of some sort because it gets everywhere without you even knowing it. Do yourself a favor and just get yourself a box now, whether it be a cardboard box that a kit came in or a plastic one like this that you can wipe clean afterwards. It is invaluable. Be sure to wipe the nozzle of your sprays after you've used them. They do clog up very easily. Okay, it's time to cut it up. This is always fun, to me anyway. Some people don't like cutting up their work, but this gives me 4 backgrounds to work with. How exciting. I do dry emboss each of these 4, and I'm not sure why I only showed one of them. Maybe I was thinking I would show all of them in their sequential cards later. I don't know. But I didn't end up using this one for the card I'm making, unfortunately. But this one turned out really cool because it feels almost like leathery. I love it. After deciding which of the washi tape to use, I decide I need more texture. You can never have enough texture, right? Multimedia. So I broke out the texture paste and applied it to different areas of the background and then let it dry for a good half hour, I think. Be sure to clean your stencil and your palette knife as well as your surface, but also use press and seal over your bottles of texture paste or glitter glues because it just seals it and it helps it to last longer. Now that the washi tape is applied and I decide to use vellum for the sentiment, I break out my Xyron sticker maker that comes in several sizes. This is the medium size one, I think. This puts an adhesive all over the back of the vellum so that it doesn't show any adhesive or glue once it's stuck down. I've decided on craft paper to back this with, and since it's textured paper, it's going to be a little hard to adhere it, even with the ATG gun, which is pretty sticky, but I decide to use some glossy accents to go along that, just to be sure it sticks down. I've decided not to use any foam tape or any dimension, but look at all the texture on this card. I love it. It worked out really well. So let's go ahead and glue it to the base, which I chose black for. This was a multimedia masculine card challenge collaboration, and I think this fits the bill. Always add a glue heart in the middle so you can send your heart along with your card. Many thanks to Kionna, the craft therapist. Be sure to hop over and check out her multimedia masculine card. And as Nancy would say, I will put a link downstairs.